Hi, everyone.
Yeah.
We're back.
We took a week off because it was midterm week and, we're just thinking quality over quantity. Oh, but I'm Claire. Sorry.
I'm Kelly.
And this is just the two of us. So back to what I was saying. Sorry. My ADHD is a little everywhere because guess what? I'm hungover.
Oops.
Oopsie, I'm hungover because it's the best day of the year. It is St. Patrick's Day.
St. Patrick's Day.
St. Patrick's Day. I love St. Patrick's Day for so many reasons.
You do. Tell them why.
Well, one, you don't have to buy anybody presents.
Facts.
Except for yourself, which is booze.
Yep.
Secondly, it's my half birthday, our half birthday.
Woo. Halfway to 23.
Yeah, weird. Ew. Thirdly, we're Irish Catholics, so we must celebrate in the best way possible, which is St. Patrick's Day. And fourth, green is my second favorite color. So.
And we were Irish dancers. Fun fact.
Yeah, we were Irish dancers growing up. So we love the holiday. We love it. I love it so much that I'm hungover. I'm so sorry.
But the day before.
Yes, not today. I did not drink today. I had class today. I actually went to class. I used to be so bad at not going to class when I was hungover. Like, our freshman year, we had the same whatever classes. And we would never go because we were always hungover.
Never. And we would say it together like, do you want to go? And then you would go like, no, do you want to go? I'm like, no, thank you. But with St. Patty's Day, there is the great activity of day drinking. So I think a great topic for the week, just to get us going, because it's about to be summer, in a little bit. So this is a perfect time to know some tips and tricks that we've learned and hear some of our favorite day drinking hangover stories. Because I believe day drinking hangovers are hit so different than just like a regular hangover.
Oh, they're the worst. They are the fucking worst because you never drink water. And our friend Rebecca made a great point. When you go out at night, you have at least 3 meals. Mm-hmm. When you day drink, you have 0 meals.
It's like, what'd you eat today?
Water and Bud Light Limes.
And a tater tot.
Yeah. And maybe a hot dog from the hot dog stand that's in the middle of nowhere. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's the best.
So I think I love Claire's. Claire's very funny when she's hungover. Not saying she's not funny all the time, but when she's hungover, she has no filter. So I'd love to hear one of your best hangover stories, whether it's funny, like your all-time worst one, and it has to be from day drinking.
From day drinking.
Is that your worst hangover, or is it from a nighttime into the next day? Because then I can generalize it.
Oh, well, I would say it's day drinking into the nighttime.
Okay, deal. That's a thing. Yep.
Yeah, but it didn't last very long the night. So it was my last day freshman year.
I remember this one.
Yes. We had a day off before finals, and that night before the day off, actually I didn't even have class that day either. So that whole day I had nothing to do. So I decided to go out with my friend Emma, and my friend Emma is fucking crazy in the best way possible. She's always ready to go out. She's always down. And we went to a frat, and it was Hawaiian themed. It was so much fun, but I decided not to eat lunch or breakfast. Just wanted to stay skinny.
Oh, you're not the skinny drunk.
Yeah, it's just that's not real. No. You will be bloated no matter what you do, so just eat something before you go out. I've learned that the hard way from this story. So, I decide to, this is at a point when freshman year, I thought I only could drink vodka. I'm like, I am invincible. I'm only going to drink vodka. I barely drink hard alcohol anymore. And I had, the classic water bottle.
Oh, and it's warm.
It's warm. And I thought, I have to catch up with all my friends because I got there a little late. I'm like, I have to catch up. So I'm just going with it. With my gross warm, it's actually hot. It's a hot.
Yeah, because it was really, really warm out that day.
I mean, it was beautiful. That's why it was beach theme. It was a beach theme party, and it was green apple Smirnoff. Yeah. So I'm going to town with that and a cherry Coke.
Ew. Wait, was it the one from Jimmy John's?
I wish, because that means I ate something, but no. It was just a warm bottle of cherry Coke.
Ew! And keep in mind, I had no idea where Claire was.
Yeah, Kelly was actually doing homework like a good student. I decided to do this by myself. So that happens. I drink almost the entire water bottle. Mm-hmm. Mistake number 1. Don't do that. Just don't do that.
Don't do the water bottle trick. Unless it's like a place where you want to booze and they're like, no booze allowed. Bring a water bottle. But bring it responsibly. Do not bring a whole ass water bottle of vodka. Just make it a mixie.
Yeah, make it a mixie. Make it a fucking mixie. But anyhow, so at this point, I go back to my dorm room with my friend Emma, and everyone's starting to get ready to go out, and we were going back to eat dinner, but we're like, oh, we can't eat dinner. We're going to be late. For what? What are we going to be late for? I'm not quite sure. Mm-hmm. So we change. We're, pre-gaming in the dorms. It's so cool. We go out, and I am not doing okay. I am not. I'm like...
Lights on, no one's home?
Yeah, like, I do not remember the rest of the night. I wake up... All I remember is I wake up in my bed with Kelly and her boyfriend at the time in the other bed. And I'm like, hey, guys, what's up? And I'm just hammered when I wake up. Mm-hmm. So I thought I was like, oh, I'm not hungover. This is so sick. What's going on? I'm like actually being really mean to Kelly's boyfriend at the time. I was like calling him like a pledge, like horrible things to say. Even though I find out that I threw my sister's phone at a wall. I threw up everywhere, all over our rug in our room. Mm-hmm. I guess the sight of Kelly's boyfriend at the time made me purge.
No, it was so weird. If I went up to Claire at that point, she'd be like, no, get away from me. And that's when she threw my phone. And then my ex-boyfriend now came into the room, and Claire was like, hey.
Projectile vomiting. And when you... are fucked when you wake up, when you are wearing, I have this Pentatonics t-shirt that I never wear. That's my more recent one that I'm like, oh my God, I messed up if I'm wearing this t-shirt to sleep. Yeah. I had one that was very similar, but it was my high school it was basketball shirt, and I woke up in it and I was like, shit.
If the t-shirt's a little bit too tight, you know you didn't put it on.
Yes. And it's one that you can easily throw away. I was like, shit. Okay, Claire, get your shit together. So Kelly yells at me as she should, I was actually being an idiot. And then, I'm like, all right, I'm going to go study. All of a sudden, it was the most astronomical pain I have ever, every step I took, mm-hmm. I was barfing. We had to go to a study session, and they had the most delicious brownies.
They were so good. It was for a religious studies class, and this is the class we took together, and me and our best friend Rebecca were like, all right, Claire, you go to the bathroom, we'll save you one. And then we ended up eating it. Yeah.
Well, of course, I didn't eat anything that day either, but any step I took, I had to crawl to this study session with our professor. Mm-hmm. And I sat there and I fell asleep.
You did?
In the study session. And it was class. It was literally a class.
Yeah, it was just basically a full nother class for review for a final that you were required to go to.
Yeah. So I ended up leaving the study session in the middle of it and go outside and lay on a bench and just barf and barf and barf. And at that point, Kelly is just laughing at me. Kelly, I mean, yes, she's mad at me, but she actually starts to feel bad because I definitely did something wrong.
We have this thing that although even if you drink too much and you do or say something stupid, your hangover is a punishment within itself. Why make you feel even worse?
Yeah, can you just love me? Today. I am so hungover. My sister had to buy me a giant Sprite.
I did.
The most ridiculous size Sprite that I'm so hungover. I've had maybe 3 sips. I just can't get it down. But carry on. So this does not only happen for the first day of my hangover. It happens for the next 3 fucking days. This hangover lasted 3 days long of just pure barf. I was barfing up seeds. I was like, what is happening to my stomach? And then the worst part of it all is that it gave me cystic acne.
Oh, yeah.
Really bad cystic acne for the rest of the summer. And I had to go on an aloe diet, literally an IBS diet. I was only eating aloe, avocados, bananas, rice.
That's probably why you hate bananas now.
I despise them. I cannot. Cannot. And raviolis, because I couldn't eat normal healthy food. Mm-hmm. So not only was I hungover, I was getting fat and I got acne all in the same week. So that's my worst hangover story, but my funniest one.
Yeah, give me the funniest one. Wait, can I tell my worst hangover story?
Yeah.
So mine's pretty short. I drank in high school, and this is when I was a junior. No, how old? It was when my brother Jimmy was going to be a junior in college. So was I a sophomore? I think I was going into my junior year.
My brain is mush. Like, don't ask me that.
I think it was going into my junior year. So was Jimmy, or something along those lines. Like or going to my senior year. I don't really remember, but it was
going into senior year.
Yeah, it was like one of those times, and I went out, and I honestly didn't do much. Like I didn't have this crazy story. I just drank, and then the next day. So funny thing. My mom used to make me do chores when I would wake up hungover. She would wake me up at 6:45 and like make me do things. Claire wasn't drinking at the time; it was just me.
I was the president of the sobriety club,
and I was her twin sister, just raging. But so this wasn't anything crazy, but I'll never forget. I had to dress up really nice. My mom woke me up to dress up really nice and move all of Jimmy's stuff. And she purposely gave me all the heavy things. And I was barfing. I had to hide my barfs because Jimmy was moving in. And it was just so embarrassing.
I think also part of it, well, I also was torturing you. Like, I was playing, like, Shots by LMFAO in the car. Like, like, just being, like, so annoying. And, like, every time we saw Jimmy's friends, sorry, Jimmy, your friends are hot.
Yeah, they're smokes.
Yeah, they're smokes. So the thought of them thinking we are unattractive... Like, we would dress up to the nines, like, for his games, any banquet. We're like, we gotta look like smokes. Like,
always.
Yeah, we don't want to be like the weird sisters, twins that, like, are like, yeah. So Kelly would, like, literally hide her barf, and she'd be like, did anyone see me? Did they see me?
I'd be like, oh my gosh, do I look okay?
Do I barf on my face?
And I was, like, shaking. Like, it was so obvious I was hungover. It was the worst hangover I've ever had. That's why. I don't remember the exact time, but I remember the feeling. Yeah. The feeling, just thinking about the story, makes my stomach turn. My stomach is currently churning. Yeah. But that probably was my worst one, was weirdly enough in high school. Okay, I want to hear your funniest one.
Gosh.
Claire is hungover a lot. Like,
I will give you that. I am hungover a decent amount.
like I have a lot of, like I go out too, but like Claire just gets really hungover. Like, no matter, she can have like a little like tincture drop of liquor, and it's like literal deathbed, can't move. So that's why I keep referencing Claire, not in a sense of like I'm boring, but Claire has better stories than I do because she's more frequently hungover.
Well, and I also make Kelly treat me like a child when I'm hungover. I'm like, can you give me water? Can you give me some ramen noodles? And I like get like this voice. I'm trying to think of like my funniest one. Like, I have some funny ones, but I'm trying to think. I always think of like Mammals Weekends. Mm-hmm. So like I always try to, be the funny one when everyone's hungover, and
she really is, like, no cap, like, she's really funny when she's hungover.
And we got last Mammals Weekend in Indy, we got kegs of apple cider, and I thought it'd be funny to tap a keg at 9 a.m. and then drink straight out of the thing. Well, everyone's like, Claire, I feel sick. I'm like,
just like dancing with like the little like string thing or whatever from the keg.
Yeah, and then we went to like a bagel place immediately after, and I brought the solo cup of cider with me. Like, I thought it was so funny. No one else thought it was funny. I
thought it was funny. I always think you're funny.
Well, also, every time me and Kelly lived together in Cape Cod, these past few years, I've always brought a boy, and it just bites me straight in the ass. But
I never have.
Yeah, I will no longer be doing that.
But I hear what we're saying.
Yeah. So it was like I think it was 2 years ago, when after the 4th of July, for some reason every 4th of July I pick a fight with Kelly whenever we're drunk, which is probably not my best. Not this year though.
No.
Nice. Mental stability, baby. But, so we like had like a stupid fight over, I'm pretty sure it was like either like some food or like
we fist fight sometimes over like drinks.
No, we fist fight over food.
Food is so important to us when we're drunk. Yeah. Like, yeah.
But
anyhow,
so the next day after the 4th of July, all we wanted was a Big Mac. Like,
extra saucy.
Extra saucy. That is our go-to hangover meal, is a Big Mac extra saucy. Or actually, I take this back. I'll finish this story, but this is definitely not our funniest one. So we're like literally thinking of scenarios of how we can get McDonald's, but we literally can't drive a car.
No.
Like, the thought of driving a car made me want to like barf while I'm driving. Mm-hmm. And we would be like, so if we asked mom to ask dad, and then he wouldn't know we're hungover. Like, we genuinely were like, if we had somebody else ask dad to go get us Dunkin' or McDonald's, would he do it?
Because we're like, at Cape Cod, no one seems like they're hungover. Like, family trips, no one else seems hungover besides us.
Us, and no offense, and Tommy. Tommy's always hungover in Cape Cod. Talk about a funny person hungover. Tommy's always like, oh, I'm so hungover. It's just like his mannerisms are just so elite, and then his filter's really off like Claire's. Again, this is why Claire and Tommy are so similar. Like, like when they're both hungover, they are so silly. Drama. We're such drama. Okay, so my favorite hungover story is when
Jesus.
What?
We went on the longest tangent.
Yeah, whatever. So my favorite hungover story of me and Kelly is actually from our last day in our apartment, like officially being together. And like we stayed up all night. We were like such drama, like crying, like we'll never do this again. Even though we live right next door, like literally 3 steps, not even 3 steps, a half a step away from each other. It's not any different. And we stayed up till like 4. We get up and we're like, oh my God. We had to drive 3.5 hours to get home, and it was absolutely awful. So at first it was like fun, and then as the car ride goes on, we're like,
we were deteriorating.
We're like, oh my God. Oh my God. We get home. I am in the worst mood just because I'm so hungover, so tired. And my mom goes, do you want a mixie? I go, yes.
You did immediately. I was like, I could never.
Yeah, and then we literally spent the entire night just complaining how hungover we were. I like love that day because literally like, oh my God, we're never going to see each other. And then we drove home together.
No, I was taking like pictures and crying and just like so embarrassing. Like but no one else knew that. But now you know, so you're welcome.
And for some reason, when you get hungover, why do you feel like like nobody can relate to you?
No, or that no one likes me. I have hangover anxiety, like
I do too.
So bad. I wake up and ask all my friends if they still love me. Like I know I don't do. Like I used to be a little crazy, don't get me wrong, justified, but like now I just casually go out and come home and I'm still like, are you mad at me?
No, we used to do some fucked up shit. I mean, freshman, sophomore year, we were just crazy, so we had a right to ask everyone. Now, I mean, even like this past fall, I texted in our group chat like, I'm so sorry if I did anything dumb. Everyone's like, what are you talking about? Like, and then you just sound like an idiot because you're like, fuck, I'm so self-centered because I even asked that question.
My hangover anxiety is crippling.
It's killing me. It's literally killing me. But for some reason, I'm like, no one can relate to how I'm feeling. No one can understand the crippling pain that I am going through. And even though, Claire, everybody goes through the same pain. Everyone is equally as bloated, acne-ridden, tummy hurting as much as you are. And that Pedialyte will do absolutely nothing for you.
Oh, Pedialyte doesn't work for you?
No, nothing works for me. I have to literally die. And then...
No, you sleep, bro. Okay, today, actually, for example, so I have a gigantic bed in my room. I mean, it's huge.
Yeah, she just made it.
I just made it because I was having horrible back issues with my twin XL, and me being the drama I am, I made myself a king-size bed in my room. Yes. And I come back from class today, and Claire's in my bed, and I don't see her because she sleeps so quietly, and I actually got so spooked. But, like, it was 10, and Claire went from her bed to mine.
I didn't even go into my bed. I went straight into your bed. I showered. I changed because like this is a brand new bed. I didn't want to go in like nasty. Like it's so gross. Showered, changed, went right into your bed.
And I had no idea, and I got super spooked. But yeah, Claire's constantly sleeping when she's hungover.
Yeah. What do you do when you're hungover? You go to work.
I don't have time to be hungover. I have to mentally tell myself, you are not hungover. You are not hungover. You're fine all day. I always have something to do. Like I've name a time I've had like a lazy day.
Never.
It's been a hot minute.
Yeah, it's been a while.
So I don't really have time to be hungover. Like I don't like ration my drinking still. I just
you're good at like eating before you go out and stuff. For some reason I get so excited to go out that I never eat.
Yeah, I am when I come home. I mean, I'm a muncher when I come home.
So, you know, I have to like
I come home and I eat like 4 things of ramen noodles, 10 fruit snacks, like not like individual fruit snacks, like packages, things like that. I mean, My hangovers aren't as horrible. I mean, a Big Mac fixes mine.
Yeah.
Fast.
Or Taco Bell for you. Kelly loves that.
I love Taco Bell. Oh, that is so gross because Taco Bell is so gross, but it's so delicious.
Taco Bell's delicious. You can't even say Taco Bell's gross. Everyone likes Taco Bell.
Well, now they do. For a while, people were ashamed to say they like Taco Bell.
No, they were. That's so true because, well, it is dog food. It's 100% dog food.
Delicious, though. Beef flavored.
And for some reason, well, me and Kelly have something called Fat Sundays. Mm-hmm. And whenever I'm hungover on a Fat Sunday, I order 4 meals. Like last Sunday, for example, I go to Chipotle. I go to a place called Tap House here, and I get a chicken sandwich, a milkshake, French fries, and a tomato soup.
But their tomato soup is so good.
It's so good. But like, why spend almost like $30 on thing? And then
Ballin'.
Then I only take like 2 bites.
You do. You're like, I'm full. I'm like, what? That's why I don't order food because I just eat Claire's.
Whatever. Go buy me a Pedialyte.
Yes. So when I get kind of tipsy, not even kind of, tipsy period, my eyes cross so bad.
Yeah, we call it cattywampus.
And my eyes go cattywampus.
Yes, they go crazy. What's like your, like, you know, like if I do this, I will no longer be hungover. I have one. I know one.
Talk to mom.
Oh, fair. Well, yeah, the anxiety's gone.
Yeah, that's that. I don't really feel hungover. Like my body physically doesn't. It's my anxiety.
Oh, that's fair. That's so fair.
Yeah. So once I talk to Ma, I'm in the clear, baby.
Yeah, I can't talk to mom unless I'm coherent. Like I'm never coherent hungover. like I'll call my mom. Our mom, not mine. Just mine. Just my mom.
I'm momless.
I'll call mom and then I'll be like, wait, I can't speak to you. I'm so sorry, but I cannot speak words.
I've done that.
I cannot collect my thoughts. And it's never, I mean, I don't know why I'm saying this, but like, I need to go into like a body of water, even though like I can barely.
Oh, like a swimming pool. Oh, that's the best. You just want to float. I wish I could float.
Literally, I just want to be levitating. That's why I love going to Cape Cod, because it's like, I literally just get to sit in inner tube. I grab another mixie and I carry on with my day.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Literally. So I think it's time to talk about some tips and tricks we've learned about day drinking. How to like manage how much to drink. I mean, we've gone overboard, we've gone underboard. I mean, we've done it all.
I've only gone overboard. Just being honest.
So since St. Patty's Day, what is like one thing you always follow when you're day drinking?
Eat. Fucking eat food, please. I need to do that myself. I'm saying that while I don't even do it myself. Eat during the day. Eat whenever you can, because then if you do go out at night, you're not going to die. Mm-hmm. And then you can like be out longer if you want. The next day is not as miserable. Eat, and I would say choose a drink of choice so is not too sugary.
Yes. Oh, like I used to love White Claws.
Yeah.
White Claws in the morning were crisp, they were fresh, they were delicious. And now I can barely stand the smell of them from day drinking. I mean, White Claw, okay, this is a little bit of a trigger warning, but White Claw barfs are the worst.
White Claw hangover is the worst. So our dad experienced his first White Claw hangover. We had a casino night during quarantine. I set it up myself because we didn't get a formal or anything last semester. So I was like, I'm going to make our whole family do it. Our dad was like, oh my God, these are amazing. 100 cals. He had like he's like 6'5". He had like 8, I would say, throughout the night, like 8 total. We didn't see our dad once.
The next day, nothing. He said it was one of the top 5 worst hangovers he's ever had in his life.
Oh, I completely agree. I can't remember the first time I had a White Claw hangover, but you just know. You just know.
It's mostly like in your head.
It's my stomach. But then again,
because it's so carbonated too.
Yeah, my stomach is just always messed up.
Her stomach is messy. So yeah, definitely eating is important. Slow down. Don't move too fast. Because it's so exciting to day drink.
Yes.
It is invigorating. It's a time to be alive, but it's also a time to be alive. Let's not die early in the night here. Or early in the day, because we're day drinking.
Yeah. My friend Sophie Van Hunderen, she last week was like, it's a marathon, not a sprint. She kept saying that all day to everyone. I don't know why it really resonated with me, even though that's so simple. I was like, you're so right. Like, why am I trying to pound 4 beers before we go anywhere when like we're gonna be standing in the same place for like hours? Like, I'm not going anywhere. It's not like the because I always thought, well, what if it ends before I get there? And then like I like didn't get to have my fun, and now I'm like I'm not gonna have to go home. No, before you go that you're going to be there for hours, and just know you're going to be there for hours. And just again, it is a marathon, not a sprint.
But Claire be sprinting a marathon.
Always. Sorry.
And another thing that I always like to bring is obviously hand sanitizer. And a snack. I always pack a snack in my purse before I leave, because I'm a muncher when I'm drinking. I like to munch. So if I don't have a snack, I get hungry.
Fair enough, honestly.
I always have a snack. I have some water, and an extra drink. Well, I carry a backpack around, like not like a North Face. Like I carry like one of those like mini purse backpacks. Use my mom's, and it fits a lot of stuff. So I put like always extra drink, water bottle, snack, ID for days, and a phone charger.
I don't bring anything. I only bring myself and my phone. I sometimes bring my ID, maybe a credit card. I think it's for the best I don't bring my credit card out during the day, because then I don't go off and go when we do go out to eat. I don't get too much to eat, because then somebody else has to pay for me.
Like, oopsie. Sorry. It's always me.
Yeah, someone as in Kelly. Kelly always has to pay for me.
It's usually me.
And Kelly makes bands, so do I take advantage of that sometimes? Maybe.
I do work a lot. I'm trying to think. What other remedies do you have? Or how do you, what's your, dirty drink of choice?
Bud Light Limes. Oh, I love Bud Light Limes. But I've always loved Bud Light Limes. Like, Blimies are like my, not signature, but like my classic Claire go-to. That or Miller Lite. I love Miller Lite, but I like to start off with like a little mixy. Sophie showed me like the soda water, and it's like ginger lime vodka. Oh my god, delicious. Yeah, so I would just drink one of those to start, but not carry on with those, because that's like a good pick me up. It's crisp. It's because sometimes my Blimes are a little warm and it's just gross. So I like to put those in the fridge, drink that, then have Blimies for the rest of the day. And I only buy a 6-pack of Blimes, because then if I buy the 12, I'll just start handing them out, wasting money. So I buy my 6.
I think I'm a Bud Light girl.
You are a Bud Light girl.
Ride or die. That's my homie. It's my crispy tea. That's what I like to call it. And it's just like, it's God's tears, baby. It's so delicious. But I think my starter drink is always a vodka Red Bull. Because I get so tired. I have one beer and it's like the 2 beer syndrome. When if you only drink 2 beers, it is literally like taking a melatonin. You just get so tired. So
you literally feel like
so out of it. So I think I like to start with the vodka Red Bull to set the tone.
Fair.
Of you are going out. You're not just having a beer with your parents.
No.
So I think that's my like go-to, and then I drink Bud Lights 4 days.
Yep.
Like, I could drink Bud Light for the rest of my life.
Also, I think it's because it's St. Patrick's Day, we have to tell our favorite St. Patrick's Day memes. Because we're Irish Catholics, we always loved celebrating St. Patrick's Day at home. Our mom, every year for St. Patrick's Day, makes the most yummy, I think it's actually my favorite meal. Like, thinking about it makes me giddy. Makes the most delicious corned beef and cabbage. And do people walk in and they're like, no? Of course. I mean, who the thought of corned beef and cabbage to most is like, what the fuck? Gross. Yeah. But to me, it is so delicious.
And especially Mama's.
Yeah. And yeah, our mom's is like the goat of corned beef and cabbage. It's so good. And then once our friends all try it, they're like, holy crap. But it's so good. And I'm a big mustard girl, so I like mustard in it. I devour corned beef and cabbage. But our senior year of high school, our mom made it. We used to do like Friday lunches with our entire senior class. Like, no matter what lunch period you're in, you would just go to our house, even if we weren't in it. And she made it, and people were like, what? No. And They ended up loving it, but my mom always just had so much extra left over. I literally ate like a massive Ziploc like container of just corned beef and cabbage. My stomach has never hurt more, but it was so worth it.
You were so happy. Oh no, the mom's corned beef and cabbage is so cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna miss that when I'm here.
Oh yeah, because Claire's living in Indy. But I think my favorite St. Patrick's Day mem, I don't know, probably freshman year of college.
Yeah, that was so fun.
It was my first ever big St. Patty's Day celebration day. That was my first day really dartying fully, because as freshman here, first semester, you can't go on Greek property, and second semester, well, it's like 2 weeks before finals you can go out. So it's like you're not going to go to AT poo-poo and just be like, hey, I'm a first year, none of you know me, let's day drink. So we really only got comfortable day drinking at Frat's second semester. So that was like my big first darty at DePaul, and I had so much fun. It was I had a green apple Smirnoff and a strawberry refresher from Starbucks. And that was my drink for the whole day. And I definitely was a little tipsy, but I loved it. It was so fun. And I was with Claire and our best friend Rebecca, and it was like the best time.
It was the first time like our friend group started forming, the one that we have now. So like we finally got to go for like our new friends dorm and go hang out with them before we went over.
And they're literally still our best friends too. This was like our first big outing.
Yeah, and they're like the two like little cutie pies of our friend group. Like they're literally tiny. Like Lucy and Hannah, if you're listening, you are like the little cutie pies. So like when we first met them, but they're literally so much fun. But like Kelly was closer with them than I was, because I was in season and I finally got out. So I was really, really nervous to go over to their room, because I was like, these people don't know me. And I come across obviously first impression, like such a bitch. I am just like, I have the worst RBF. And
explain what RBF is.
Oh, resting bitch face. It's the worst. And sometimes, when I'm nervous, I like to be really loud, but like it's a way that's not like funny loud. It's really powerful and aggressive. But it was the first time when I met them, I didn't do that. Mm-hmm. So I was like, oh, these girls are cool. All right, I'm not weird. Let's go.
Yeah, so I would say that's like and just St. Patrick's Days at home were the best. That was like my favorite big drinking party celebration. But overall at home, I mean, we were Irish dancers, so we would Irish dance around the house, and we would all dress up for dinner for corned beef and cabbage, or grandma would come over, or we would go to grandma's, and it was just the best.
Yeah, I loved it. I love St. Patrick's Day. Okay, now that we've had like a little recap of our favorite holiday ever, just mine, Kelly's a different one, but of my favorite holiday ever, I just want to give a little life update. I'm officially retired from basketball. I'm officially a retired athlete. That was pretty cool, just to kind of end on a high note, end on a win, because like the end of the season, it wasn't like an NCAA tournament, so it was completely normal. So I finally get to like, do like normal people things and like go to the gym whenever I want. I think I'm going to sign up for a half marathon. I've been kind of like training like I'm going to be in one. So I just think that'd be super awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to do that. Just working on school. I never went on the second date with the guy, but that's dating life, I mean, we're still in touch. We still talk, but nothing really came out of it right now. But, just taking it day by day, doing my thing, hanging out with friends, doing what I love, and just being here. So that's kind of my life update. What's your life update?
My life update, about the same. I mean, I work a ton.
Yeah.
School, the same. I'm having a lot of fun.
Yeah. We're just having a blast.
Yeah, I'm just having this has probably been like the best semester of my life.
Yes, I completely agree. It's been so awesome.
Yeah, like although there's obviously been bumps in the road, but this has been like the best experience. And even like with COVID, I mean, our friends are so positive, and we were expecting nothing, and we've been getting little sparks of fun that we never expected, and it's making us even happier. Yes. And we're so much more grateful for them.
Yes. Because we came in with such low expectations that like whenever we do get a high note, we're like, fuck yeah, like this is lit.
And we reminisce on it until the next high note, and like that's what keeps us going. And I think that's like about it for me. I mean, I'm still chatting with the person I went on my first date with, so
yeah, I'm not saying I'm
but yeah, that's my life update.
And too, we're gonna have another special guest on next week.
Yes.
It is a gentleman. It is a gentleman perspective, It's the last piece of our family puzzle. Our brother James
Ryan.
Yes, so happy Thursday, happy St. Patrick's Day, and take everything that we have said with a grain of salt. It doesn't work for everyone. It doesn't never always work for me. So thank you guys for listening. Thank you, Good Time.
Yeah, happy Thursday and happy St. Patrick's Day.
Have a great weekend.
Woo!
Yeah, dream girl, dreaming, I be dreaming. Missing all the days you got me feeling. I said I love you, babe, you know I mean it. Hey, yeah, dream girl, I be dreaming.